All right, the little recording button is saying it's recording, so I take it that it is recording. So, welcome everyone. We are in session 5 of the Dagger Core Investigations, LLC. Who would like to give the recap?
Well, we were resting in a bedroom in the upside down tower that formerly was the glass tower but fell to the bottom of Sharn 80 years before. When into the room came a tiny, shiny goblin and his much, much larger undead son, who I guess was incorporeal, but I thought he was carrying him. But in any event, the son vanished. The goblin turned out to be Kaz, who is a dirge singer who I forget what Kaz was looking for down here, but it wasn't exactly the same thing as us.
Yeah, actually, I think I was looking for you guys. Yeah.
Oh, right. You had
Yeah.
some sort of vision.
Vendetta.
So we stacked debris to get out of this room because all of the doors are basically up at ceiling level because the room is upside down. And emerged into what was an upside down alchemical lab filled with what struck me from the description as bondage gear. So apparently House Vidalis was just into some kinky shit. In there, we started to get attacked by skeletal dogs that were doing a considerable amount of damage, but we did manage to dispatch them.
They're a bunch of assholes. They nearly ripped my leg off.
Yeah.
I got a cleansing stone out of it, so that's good. Silhana climbed up a spiral staircase in that room where she saw a blink dog, and we began to pursue the blink dog, but it led us into what appears to be a blink dog agility course. And we immediately started to run into things that the blink dogs could easily avoid, like bladed caltrops and tiny little holes in the wall where they could just blink through, and we had to squeeze, and then walls without holes in them that they could just blink through and we could stare at blankly. So pursuing the blink dogs, we started to get attacked by them. They were doing, it may only have been one, was doing some hit and run tactics. So we really couldn't get solid attacks against the blink dog, and it was doing decent amounts of damage to us. We tried to run our way through the maze, but we kept getting sniped by this blink dog. The blink dog had 1,000 skill points in parkour because it could just bounce. In addition to blinking, it could bounce off the walls. Eventually, we started to make our way down a hallway. Silhana got separated from the group, and she began to be attacked by the blink dog. So Sharp yelled at Jofar to go and save her, and Jofar just stood there because Jofar had been severely damaged in a prior part of this adventure and was still, I think he may have PTSD and be suffering from the fear that his life will end here.
The minute he retires, he's claiming it.
Right. He did not go to save Silhana, so Sharp wound up running back through the maze, hoping that it ends up in a circle. By the time he got there, though, Silhana had already killed the blink dog, and then Sharp was very distressed to learn that the maze just goes in a circle. So we were right back where we started.
I would like to say I did not kill the blink dog. It committed suicide. You have no evidence that I killed it.
Right. So, one second. All right. Sorry. So I have concocted a nice little image that I can share with you guys to make going through this maze much easier.
Shouldn't be a dead dog.
That's true. There was a part where the maze forked, and we went in one direction, not the other.
Yeah, to the south is where it forked.
Right. So it may be that there is a non-circular path.
Yeah, that area in the top left
Yeah,
area
so
that was
do you
opposite
guys
direction.
do you guys see my cursor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where you emerge from right here. This is the staircase.
Okay.
So right here is where Solana and Sharp are, and right about I forget which one. One of these.
Second one.
Jofar made his way through the hole, so he was in between two walls.
Right.
And I think Kaz was as well with him.
And then,
Yeah.
so yeah, Cass and Jofar are somewhere in this area right now. And in the middle of, between this wall and this wall, and this wall and this wall, there are a bunch of caltrops. So I'm gonna, just to make sure to highlight them in a easy to see color, I'll show you guys where the caltrops are. So we got caltrops right there, here, all here. And those are all the caltrops that you guys are aware of at this point. And then the barriers are here, 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 and I think there may have been one here. I can't remember. So I'm just going to say that that one's not there.
And the
All right.
barriers I punched through would be the one in the bottom left and the one to the top right, I believe. Because I know we had to get through two barriers that we couldn't squeeze through.
Right. So yeah, one of these, we're going to say that that was, where's the eraser? We're going to say you punched through this one.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Also, does anybody have any lingering effects from previous sessions, like levels of exhaustion? I think Jofar has one level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I got one.
Does anybody else have any lingering effects from last session?
No, I did have Armor of Agathis up, but I don't exactly remember when I cast it. So
You cast it right before you jumped over the caltrops.
Yeah, so it should still be up.
Yeah, because it's got like an hour-long duration, right?
Yep.
So it's only been up for, at the very most, a minute, probably even less than that. So Sharp has encountered Solana with the corpse of a blink dog not far away from her.
Well, I guess we have to go back and find the rest of them.
That would appear to be the correct thing to do. This place just loops around, it turns out. We should have gone the other way.
I'm just thinking, do we have to go back and find the rest of them?
Well, we have to go past them whichever way we decide to go.
Theirs are right there. We just have to jump these caltrops.
So that isn't too
Maybe
difficult.
break up the entrance on the way out.
You see,
So the caltrops are, I mean, hard to move, of course, but they're like right up against those walls.
Yeah. So, well, no, there's enough of a space because I remember that Sharp didn't really have to go through these. So we're going to say that there's enough of a space that if you were careful, you could probably get through.
So I would probably go back the way I came then, since I can run and jump across the longer space of caltrops.
How long was the longest space of caltrops again?
That's
It's like 15 feet.
yeah.
Okay. So I can do 12 feet, and then it will be an acrobatics check to jump across them? Or
Yes.
athletic? Okay.
But, I mean, you could jump across them, but you could also just go this way.
Oh,
Oh, there's another way there now. Okay. Well, let's
Oh,
go
wait a
back
minute.
there.
No, this is... Okay, wait a minute. This is not the one that... Because there was... That's right. So there was a reason that Sharp didn't just go through that way. So there was a barrier here.
Okay.
This was the one that Solana broke through.
Yep. I broke through 2 walls. It was fun.
Yeah, this one, and then one of these ones. I want to say probably this one.
The
you broke
bottom.
through.
The bottom
It was-
one was the
Yeah,
one we
we
couldn't
lost
see
the
through.
bottom one.
Yep.
yeah, we.
I got shoved through the hole in the first one.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wasn't it that's this middle one? Because you guys could see through.
No, right. We
This
could see
one.
through. We could see through that one, but we could also see through the second one because I made a joke about what if Sohana jumped through it, and it turned out there was like a sheet of glass in there.
Oh, yes.
Like, whee! Yeah, at this point, Solana's walking around with a knife. She is soaking wet from sweat. Her gloves are torn at the back. Her hands are covered in blood. Her shoes are falling apart from kicking fucking wooden barricades to get through them.
Right. So speaking of which, Solana, you could either and Sharp, you guys can either go back jumping across this, or you could try to break this barrier down.
Looking down at myself, I'm gonna jump. I've dealt with enough wooden walls for one day.
Yeah, I'd
All
jump.
right. All right. So what's your guys' minimum jump distance?
Mine's 16 feet with a running
Mine
start.
is 12 with a running start.
Okay. So Solana, Sharp, I'm gonna just have you roll. It's a real low check, but just to make sure you don't roll a critical one. And then Solana, you'll need to roll a athletics check as well.
I
Okay.
got a 13.
Okay. So Sharp, you easily make it.
16.
Okay, and so do you, Solana. So after a few minutes, you return to see Cass and Jofar. Cass and Jofar, what have you guys been doing in the midst of all of this?
Well, we heard some kind of commotion, and then it all ended, and I just figured it's all good.
I've been sitting there holding my my throat singing note, and whenever Jofar goes to speak, I just put my finger up and go.
Oh, that's right. You're still doing your dirge singing. All right. So, as far as you guys are able to tell, you're not hearing or seeing any more blink dogs, at least for the time being.
So you guys gonna come out of there or what? Got a whole rest of a complex to search.
Is it safe?
Nope.
I let go of the note and I just hop through the hole. Now, if I get attacked by a damn dog, it's all your fault.
Well, you're welcome to stay there if you like. Although you might get attacked by a damn dog there too.
Damn dog.
So I go. I start to head back, and then take one look back at the caltrops, thinking about how much time it would take me to collect all of them. And
I thought they were like big and heavy and hard
They
to
are.
lift though.
They are.
I'm not going to be stopped. So,
Out of curiosity, did you count how many there were while we were gone?
of course I did.
Okay.
Jofar, give me an intelligence check.
With disadvantage.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh man, that would have been nice. 9.
All right, so your count is off by as much as 50%. You're pretty sure.
Oh, okay. I know it's off by at least 50%.
Yeah, you're still seeing kind of double vision with your
Okay.
disadvantage.
Well, no one's half the
and
battle, so that's
exhaustion.
important.
And it doesn't help that you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I lost my count again.
The entire time you're counting, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you hear 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it!
So I'm gonna make my way back to the other fork. The
Yeah.
fork not taken.
The fork not taken.
So you guys move through here. Oh, that's
Uh-oh.
Another barrier.
The sideways barrier, it's a trick.
all right. So you guys start revealing a little bit more real estate.
I'm
Now
not buying
both
a time
Joe-
share here.
Both Jofar and I have torches now because he lit a second one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all pretty clear. And then once you get here, you see that there's more caltrops. So
Can't click on the screen. Gotten too used to roll 20. What's in that other corner?
right here, that's another barrier.
So does it look like the hallway continues beyond the caltrops?
It does, yes. There's a little area between the edge of the wall right here and this edge of the wall where somebody could squeeze through.
You could squeeze through. Okay, after you get past the caltrops.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to really jump it at that angle, though.
Right, so that one is going to be a much more difficult check. That's not just a straight jump.
Yeah.
So that's going to be more of a athletics attempt to try and
Wall run a
I
bit
don't-
as you jump
yeah
through it.
parkour. do a bit of your own parkour attempt.
Okay. Half-elf parkour away, then.
Hold
Do I
on,
need-
one second. Let me try and figure out what
Yeah.
this difficulty is going to be set at.
Well, the running jump part's easy enough. It's just bouncing off the wall and angling myself into there.
Okay. I know what the DC is now. So, Solana, you're gonna make the attempt.
Yep.
Before Silhana goes up, I say, "This is your chance to gain honor," and I hit you with a blade ward.
A blade. Oh, okay. Ooh, nice.
Nice. Very well done.
Yeah. I'm in pain. Okay. What type of check is it, by the way?
Acrobatics.
Acrobat. Okay. I'm decent at that. That is a 17.
So you are able to make it across that gap.
Okay.
And then this is, whoops, that's fine.
And you,
It's a trap!
yeah, you hit the barrier and fall back into the caltrops.
You hit the barrier and you're just scrambling to stay on it. Help me!
So, let me, hold on one second. Okay. So you are able to see that there's this room here, and then there's also another barrier right there.
Mhm.
And there's a wall right here. So
Oh no. Yep.
So Solana, you have made it. Now, what are the rest of you going to do?
Guys, I think this is the way we have to go. We might want to see about moving these caltrops out of the way, because you don't want to make that jump.
I think we determined that that was not as easy to do as it is to yell from out of the darkness.
No, that's a bit easier. Does anyone have any bright ideas?
We could throw Cass over the caltrops. He could join you. You could go recon. Let us know what's going on.
I think you might have an easier time leaping the caltrops. He's got to land in that little tiny space to avoid falling on the caltrops at the other end. If we miss throwing him, he hits the wall and falls onto the caltrops.
I might not be able to jump that far.
There you go, exactly. So you and I sharp need to throw him. So Solano, catch him.
I will. Oh,
Well,
okay.
shit.
I have some difficulty now that I know that you're like a tiny goblin, and given what's happened in the past week, I'm totally now picturing Cass as Baby Yoda.
Damn.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Is Cass Baby Yoda?
Never have I seen a more perfectly created thing to sell massive amounts of merchandise.
Yeah.
And the weird thing about it is, you think, given that they would have said, we need to have lots of merchandise, like, ready to go. But nope.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want me to throw you, Cass, I certainly can.
I go in. It's okay, Cass, I'll catch you.
Cass, how much do you weigh?
I have got 40 pounds.
Okay.
How much is that in dollars?
I don't know. I just say pounds because it's easier
here's
for
the
you
thing.
guys to understand.
It's kilodollars.
I don't think I would throw you like a shot put, like just one heave like that. I think it would be more like I grab you by your arms and swing you a few times and then fling you over the couch.
Discus, like the discus.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll hit myself with a blade board now.
All right. So,
I'm
Kurt,
there to catch.
Kurt, you need athletics check.
I would say
Yeah,
if I could assist him, but I'm at exhaustion -1, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think this is something that can be assisted anyways.
I did not roll well. I got a 10 total.
I'm trying to save him.
He's tough.
Okay.
He'll bounce back.
So, and you're gonna keep that roll?
Would you like to buy a vowel?
I am going to keep
I
that
also
roll.
noticed that Cass didn't hit you with an inspiration.
That
I did
is
it.
true.
I need it just in case there's more damn dogs. I've only got 2 inspirations.
Oh yeah, you're not high enough level to regain them on a short rest yet.
I might have used an action point, but he's got blade ward on, so that's really not worth it.
Right. He's gonna be fine. All right. So Solana,
Yep.
I need you to make an athletics check now.
Okay, come on.
Sylvana's got blade ward too, and he's got blade ward up, right?
Well, you can only have one blade ward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just turned hers off. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
16.
Okay.
Do I
So
need to roll an acrobatics or something?
no, you're all in the hands of other people right now.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Especially since you're just you're like doing your blah, blah, da, 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 like
Trust in the
throat singing
5-year-old half elf.
stuff to do your blade ward.
It's all
but-
consensual. You'll find.
By the way, what does it look like when you create a blade ward around somebody?
When I put it on somebody else, I sort of just like try and reach over their head, and it's like as if I'm like sprinkling stuff on them. But for me, I don't know. I guess I just look shiny, and I'd just be making weird throat noises.
Okay.
Looks like a fat baby Yoda.
So, Solana, you reach out to catch Cass. Sharp does his best to toss the goblin, but he's just a little, like the palms are just a little bit sweaty on Cass, and so he does a slight slip, and he falls a little short.
I would say, as I release him, realizing that throw did not go well, 40 pounds my ass.
More like 47.
And you are able to try and make up the shortfall and get him, but not before he does fall upon the caltrops, and actually your action kind of drags him across a little bit.
Straight on bar takedown and the drag at the end.
So it is a good thing that Cass has Blade Ward on. All right, not too bad. So, Cass, you take half of 3 damage. So you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Oh, pity. Well, thanks for dragging me.
Godzilla!
What?
Is there another cat named Godzilla?
No. It's like Gesundheit or God bless you, but it's non-denominational.
I see. I think Gesundheit is kind of non-denominational, but...
Right, but it's not as fun as Godzilla. All right, so Cass and Solana, you have both made it across. What are you guys doing, and what are the others doing?
Well...
Oh, we're the scouts, so...
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to try to jump it next.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to catch everyone who comes through. You scout ahead.
So... Solana, you could probably help to some degree, but because of the way that this area is set up, it's gonna probably have more of a similar effect where you'll be able to get somebody and pull them across, but probably when they've already kind of eaten some caltrops.
And if I'm not there, how much more damage do they take from landing in the caltrops and having to walk across them?
So that's what should be, you guys would need to find that out. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be there. I'm just letting you know the extent to which you can help.
Yep. I had a feeling that's all I could do, but it's better than nothing.
Yes. So, Sharp, go ahead and roll me that acrobatics check.
16.
That is just enough. How is it that Sharp manages to get across?
I would say, given the way it's sort of set up, I would take a running start, and then when I get right to the caltrop, sort of push myself off that little one projecting wall to cover the distance and then land in the little gap, probably knocking back Solana, who's standing there waiting to catch me.
Deck saving throw.
And now Jofar is left all by his lonesome over near the caltrops.
Come on, Joe. This way.
Guard in the rear, making sure that nothing sneaks up on us.
I think we'd have to sneak past the caltrops first.
All right, so I will make my attempt at disadvantage.
Boy.
Okay, 7.
All right. And Solana, you're trying to help?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and make your athletics check.
Okay, come on. Be lucky. 15.
Okay. So much in somewhat of a similar situation, Jofar just is not able to get very far. He
I saw what you did there. That's good.
so he actually jumps but kind of slips. He lands feet first on the caltrops, like in the middle, and then begins falling forward. Solana is able to catch him and drag him through the rest of the caltrops. So Jofar, otherwise you would have fallen and needed to get up and needed to it would have been much more painful potentially had you had to go through without that. So you take 6 piercing damage from the caltrops.
All right.
And as I'm pulling him, suddenly you hear a ripping sound, and the sole of my shoe just rips completely off at this point. Because the thing's trashed. And also his hands are now covered in blood, which pleases me.
All right, so now you guys are all on this side of the caltrops. Do you want to go down this way, or do you want to try and bust this barrier open?
At the least resistance. Go down the way where there's no barrier.
All right.
I would approach Jofar and be like, "That was very brave of you," and I'd hit you with the cure wounds.
Okay.
And I need to roll a d8, and I rolled a 7, so 7
Hey!
plus 7 plus 8. 7 plus 4.
Sharp frowns at that, and then says, "Do you not see that Solana could use some healing? Wasting it on the adults."
I'm okay.
Yes, she is young. She'll figure it out.
All right. So you guys come upon a door, and let me bring this up. So the door, it looks like a fairly normal door. It's once again much like the others. It's up a little bit higher, and so it's difficult to get to, and the handle, the whole door is upside down, the configuration. But you notice that unlike the other door, which it seems to at least have seen some use, you could see cobwebs like all across the door frame, from the doorknob to the ceiling, and so it's been a very long time since this one has been opened.
So, since no one's opened this door in a while, we can probably conclude this isn't going to lead us where we need to go. But do we want to open it?
Well, it would get us out of this maze. Possibly.
Maybe. I mean, even though it hasn't been opened, blink dogs obviously wouldn't have a problem getting through it.
Yeah. This could be a blink dog nest.
So, assuming I can reach, I'm just going to reach out and try to open the door.
So you wouldn't be able to reach. You could probably, from where you're at, reach to like the top of the door, but you would have to actually physically pull yourself up to try and get to the handle.
What if Cass was on your shoulders?
Cass is like a foot tall. So what if Silhana was on my shoulders, though?
But
That
she's
could
like 3
probably
years
work.
old. Okay. Okay, I'll climb onto Sharp's shoulders and try and open the door.
Okay.
That shouldn't be too tough.
So you begin to try and turn the knob, and it appears to be locked. And it does have a place where a key would go right above the handle, which is, if this were right side up, would be right below the handle.
Watch out for rats. Could be in there waiting for you.
Does anyone have a lockpick or a key?
I think we established nobody here can deal with locks.
My father was killed by a lock. Yeah. How thick is the door?
I mean, it looks to be a pretty solidly constructed door.
Cass,
This one,
can your dead
this
kid
one-
go there?
I don't know if he can be on the other side of the door. Can I actually do that? Find familiar on the opposite side of the door?
no. It comes into existence in a unoccupied space within 5 feet of you that you can see, I believe.
Being dead ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Now, if I were to put a grappling hook on the door and attach some rope, could we all stand down here and rip it off its hinges?
Give me an intelligence check.
An intelligence check. I've heard of those before. That requires me to have some form of intelligence, though, which IRL I do not. That is a 13.
So from the way that this door looks, doing that, while it might be successful, it might also just end up taking the doorknob off.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone have some acid or something like that?
I do not, and even on the rare occasions that I do, I don't tend to carry enough to dissolve a door.
Or the hinges or something. Let me see here. How do we feel about fire? Does it look like I could burn this door away with a fire?
And several hours.
I could use a short rest. I don't know about you guys. Get my key points back. Anyone have any good ideas? This looks like it takes a standard key, not like the symbol for the other box, correct?
Correct.
And we didn't have...
Well, my bright idea is that since it doesn't look like anyone's gone through this door in a while anyway, we might as well just try a different path. If we find a key, maybe we come back. If we don't, it's probably nothing good on the other side of this door anyway.
Okay, then, out of the way. Time to start punching at the wall again. Are we sure no one here has an axe?
I did summon an axe last time. So I will summon an axe to replace my sword as an action. And then I'll go up and start beating on the barrier.
Okay. Give me an athletics check to see how long it takes you.
16.
Okay. So you're able to get it in a minute or so. The barricade eventually gives way enough that you can push through it. So then
You gotta slow roll that shit so we can all get a short rest.
Yeah. Oh no, it loops around.
Oh, come off it.
Good work there, Sharp.
Okay, screw it, Sharp. You stand there. I'm gonna punch my way through the fucking door. I don't care anymore.
Is there anything else in this room besides this door?
No.
I swear, if I have to punch through this door, I'm gonna multi-class into barbarian so I can rage. Hatred of doors.
So I walk back near the caltrops, and I'm just looking to see if maybe there's something in between the caltrops, like the key or something we could use. Maybe somebody left something behind.
Is this going to be a thing where it turns out the blink dog ate the key and we were supposed to cut open the thing's guts and check for the key?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
I think we were supposed to bring your brother, who was proficient with thieves' tools.
Yeah, I think he's in the red light district now.
I mean, if somebody can, if they have something that can be improvised as some kind of thieves' tools, you can still make the attempt. You just wouldn't have proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't.
I've got a dagger. I'm willing to donate to the cause.
I got a dagger and a dart. It can be like a clothespin and a screwdriver. Let's see if that works.
I got a crowbar.
Wait, you're only telling us this now? A tool designed for breaking into things? Is there enough space between the door and the door frame that we can get a crowbar in there?
Or
Sure.
under it.
Or under it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Or, well, at the top of it, but it's under it from our perspective.
Yeah. Okay, then screw it. Sharp, stand there again against the wall. Hand me the crowbar.
All right.
Well, but if we can fit it underneath the lip, then we can basically just... Right, we can basically... I could reach it at the bottom of the door frame.
Yeah, that'll work. We just have to get it in there.
So that seemed like the door, though, because of where the hinges are, that would probably help with getting some of the leverage and everything, but that would be also a harder way of opening the door, wouldn't it?
As opposed to
Does
just
the
putting
door...
it where
Does
the
the
locks
door...
are.
Does the door open in? Like, away from us?
Yeah, 'cause
Or out
otherwise
in-
we'd have access to the hinges and we could just knock them out real fast.
So does it open in or does it open outward? Because of the way it is with such a small space between that wall and the door, it probably does naturally open into the room, not into your room, but into the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I agree. Putting the crowbar at the bottom would be bad because we'd have to break the entire door frame to get the door to move in our direction. So Anna's going to have to stand on my shoulders and try to break through the lock using the
break the lock
crowbar.
area. Yeah, I guess that's how it's going to have to be done. Okay.
Okay. And then Cass and Jofar, where are you guys going to be when all this is happening?
I don't know, away from the door.
Yeah,
because
move
it's gonna
away
fall
so I don't
on
get
us.
hit in the
Yeah,
face.
yeah. I don't want a door dropping on me.
Okay, so you guys are probably going to be like out in this area or something,
Yeah,
or right here. Or...
yeah, just around the corner. Whatever.
All right. All right. So first, Sharp, you're gonna need to give me an athletics check, because with Silhana moving and everything and doing all that, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to keep her up on your shoulders.
Yep. That is 15.
Okay. And Solana, before you start with the athletics check, you're going to need an acrobatics check to maintain your balance on sharp shoulders.
Okay. That is 20, not natural.
Okay, so you do it fairly easily. And now go ahead and give me an athletics check to break the or to force the door open with a crowbar, and
Okay.
you can do so with advantage.
Oh boy.
If this doesn't
thank
work,
God.
if this doesn't work, I'll stand on your shoulders.
Yeah, 18.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage. That was a natural one otherwise.
So you strain, you're jerking it to the side, trying to get the leverage to force it into the slot. And
Come on!
you're just working it, and finally you begin to hear it splintering and cracking, and you're able to force the door open. And the minute that happens, you hear this stone sliding on stone, and as you look up, 2 flagstones above your heads are falling from the ceiling. So
Oh God.
both of you give me dexterity saving throws. And since you're standing on each other, so Sharp, you can either take it at disadvantage, or you can try and help. And by doing so, you're kind of helping Solana since she's on your shoulders. If you don't take it at disadvantage, Solana's going to take it at disadvantage.
All right, I will take it at disadvantage.
Either way, you're taking it.
This would have been so much easier if my hands weren't so slippery.
I made the right call because that was not a good roll for me either way. I rolled a 6 and a 9. So
19.
that is an 8.
Okay. So, Solana, you saved. Sharp, you did not.
No.
And so... Yikes. So, Sharp, you take 21 damage, and Solana, you take 10.
Okay, I'm unconscious. Well, I'm in vitality, rather. Wait. Where was that? 21. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm out of vitality points. I'm at 0
wait a minute.
vitality points.
It goes, yeah.
So once you when you get to 0 hit points, any over damage does not go into vitality right away.
Okay, then I'm in vitality points.
That's like the stoppage thing to kind of give everybody an opportunity to be like, okay, now we're in emergency mode. So you still have full vitality points. You just have 0 hit points.
All right, I go over and cram 2 good berries in Sharp's mouth. He's got 2 hit points now.
I will stop you from sticking your fingers in my mouth, sir. Take the good berries from you.
All right, so you get 2 hit points back, so you're back into. You're not dispirited, but you do have a level of exhaustion still. And Solana, you were muted, I think, when you were saying whatever you were saying.
Yeah, I've got 2 HP left. I'm not into vitality left, but I'm close.
All right, so the door is open, and the stones are now kind of taking up much of the room here, but they also create a platform that you could climb on and more easily get into this room as well.
Yep.
So, Solana and Sharp, both of you just had a near-death experience because those lodestones were several tons.
Oh.
See, when you said it, I really imagined like 2 tiles falling from the ceiling. And I was like, 21 damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like 2 of those like foam roofing tiles
Yeah.
fall.
Remember, that's the floor, though, for us, not the ceiling.
Right.
Looked like it hurt.
So I'm going to look through the doorway. Yeah. Where were you guys? Could you even see 2 guys hiding far away?
They definitely heard it. It made a noise that reverberated through the entire room, perhaps even beyond the room.
Between all my sweat and blood, no one can tell that I pissed myself there.
Maybe the yellow is your piss.
Oh, shit. God, she was loaded. Jesus Christ.
I'm climbing up the rubble to look through the doorway with my. I guess I would have had to put the torch down. It might be buried.
I can go up. Try not to slip on my piss.
Whoops, that's.
Hey, the way out.
We're free.
We have access to the next level of the maze.
Yeah.
Free at last.
Not yet, you fool.
All right. So, torn blankets and bedding are scattered around the floor of this room, scavenged from elsewhere and used for makeshift nests. Strong canine odor fills the air. And towards the back end of the room, you notice a blink dog and a reaver, actually. And the reaver, once Solana pokes her head through, yells and charges to attack.
Oh, joy.
And that is initiative.
Yep.
Oh boy.
2 health, no key points. Let's do this shit.
Nobody says you have to fight.
I'd rather not die. Horribly.
So for initiative, I rolled a 19 and a 4. So
Ooh.
6.
It's at disadvantage?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
it's
you
an
have a
ability
level of
check.
exhaustion.
That's a 9. Not the best for me.
15.
Uh, Alright, sorry, trying to get the enemies up.
Oh, that's okay. I just got an email from Bernie Sanders asking for $2.70.
Right before I got on this, I got my phone popped up the weirdest headline. It's like a news thing that pops up on my phone, and the headline from the BBC was "Trump is not a lawyer."
Really?
Yeah,
What?
I was like, this is going to be a long series of articles if you're going to tell me all the things Trump isn't. Trump isn't an astronaut. Trump isn't a 6-year-old girl.
Trump is not a crook. Hey, it worked for Nixon.
All right. So in terms of initiative, we got Brennan, you got 15. Peter, you got a 15. So we're gonna go. Which one of you has the higher dexterity?
Probably me. I have +3.
Oh yeah, and I'm exhausted, so you probably would go.
Okay. So we got Cass, then we got Joe, then we got Doggo, then we got Reaver, and then we got Solana, and then we got Kurt. Sharp. All right, so Cass, you're up. Joe on deck. Blink dog in the hole.
So as I look around and see Silhana, because she's in like the front, I'm guessing, is it like a face of shock? Like what's going on?
Doggy!
Oh, dogs. Okay. All right. So I would run around and try and get in front of Silhana and look into the room and see what's going on. And does it look like the dog and the Reaver are playmates?
They seem like they're working together. They're moving. They're preparing to move as a team.
Okay. I'm gonna cast suggestion on the Reaver because it's probably the better one. Because it makes more sense that you suggest to a human than an animal, right? Just to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I think suggestion requires that the person share a language that can be understood. Unless you were able to talk Blink Dog, I don't think they would understand you.
I have Brothers of Scum and Snarl, which gives me like advantage on animal handling stuff. But yeah, I guess I can't talk animal.
Yeah, those are very specific animals though that don't include Blink Dogs.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right, so that is that a wisdom or charisma save?
Wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
I think it's 12.
Okay. So what is your suggestion?
To attack the dog. Can you do that?
So with suggestion, you want so it's not necessarily like it's not like command or anything. They won't follow your commands, but you can convince them that a course of action is kind of best. So you suggest a course of action limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you see within range that can hear and understand you. Must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself onto a spear, immolate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act ends the spell. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On the fail, it does the course of action suggested for the duration. If the suggested activity completed in shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what you asked it to do. You can also specify conditions that will trigger the activity within the duration. So,
like tell the dog to heal or something instead of attacking it. Might work better.
I mean, it's sort of a debate as to whether or not you can suggest someone into attacking something, putting it into combat, which could be dangerous. I've seen people go both ways on it. But if you were going to, you could say like, your dog is rabid, you have to kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
You have to, the suggestion has to be something that would be to some degree reasonable. Like it doesn't have to be like exactly within what it will do, but something that like is not obviously harmful, and makes sense that it would do what you're asking it to do to some degree.
Right. Like you could also say something like, taking a nap right now would feel great to
Yeah.
try to get him out. Kill your
Or-
beloved pet, the Blake
Yeah,
dog,
okay,
probably
right.
less so.
Yeah. Right.
or maybe you're dreaming right now. You don't really want to attack us or something like that. So
Okay. I guess I'd suggest it just cheers on the dog as it stands there. I don't know. I don't know. Like I honestly just
I
want
mean,
them to
that's-
fight, but if
Right.
it,
It's fair that you could say something to that effect. Something like, just enjoy watching the power of your dog fighting.
or okay, so if you wanted to go there, like you could say, so this is really a test for your dog, and you want to see if it passes, or something along those lines. So that's what you wanted it to do then.
yeah, let's do that. I
Okay.
can't get them to biff on with each other because that would have just made this so much easier. But
Right.
things aren't easy here. All right.
Well, it would also get a new saving throw if it were to
Yeah, if it got
take
attacked,
damage
yeah,
as
you're right.
as a part of the action that you asked it to do.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Wouldn't it suck if we had this whole conversation? I'm like, all right, he passes.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh boy. Actually, maybe.
No, so
Okay, cool.
okay, so he begins cheering on his dog, Blink Dog, to attack.
And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna do the throat singing, dirge singing thing ability to stop concentration spells.
Okay.
The ironic thing is he was going to cheer his dog on anyway because he's actually a bard.
Oh no!
Inspiration time for the dog.
All right, Jofar, you're up. Blink Dog on deck. Reaver in the hole.
So I see Cass go up there and do something. So is there any room for me to get up there and see what's in the room?
So, Cass, did you actually go into the room? You're muted.
Yeah, if I could, I would have. Yeah, because I wanted to get in front of Silhana.
Yeah, you would have
So-
had some enough time. You could have gotten into the room.
Yeah.
So where in the room would you? So the Blink Dog and Reaver are like right here.
I probably would have stood next to the stairs, kind of thing.
Right
like,
here.
walked in, yeah, and be like, "Oh shit,"
Okay.
and then put my hands out to do the spell or whatever.
Right. So Silhana, you're here. Then Cass, you're here right now. So Jofar, there is room for you to get in.
I'm gonna get up next to, because I imagine there was like you have to step up to get into the room.
Yeah.
So I just kind of peek and see where the blink dog is, and I've readied my weapon, and I'm just gonna wait and see if the blink dog blinks in, and then attack it.
Blinks into the hallway.
Or blinks into our room.
Well, we're in a hallway. They're
Okay.
in the room. We're with the stairway. We're in the hallway just outside that room, except for Kaz, who went into the room.
Yeah. So here's the here's a dog. Here's a Reaper. Here's Cass. Here's Solana. I don't know where. So I imagine Sharp. You're probably close to Solana,
Right.
and then Joe Farr is maybe over here.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just go up and peek in the room and then take out my longbow and try to shoot the blink dog.
Okay, so you're going there. Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
That's a big miss.
All right. Any bonus action or anything that you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to duck.
I'd like to goose.
All right. Now it is the blink dog. So it has Solana and Jofar to choose from, but Jofar just shot at it, so that makes it.
Cass, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't count Cass as a person.
But the blink dog got shot by Jofar, so Jofar became the target.
But he's got a chew toy in the room.
Quickly, summon your 8-inch warrior.
Do you guys want me to attack Cass and have the blink dog break the concentration that's keeping the Reaver from attacking as well?
Yeah, the thing that
I think it's. I wouldn't mind if you did that, to be honest. But I also think it's fair that the blink dog, which is reasonably smart, goes after the one that hit it.
So what I was going to do if you guys were going to do that was just do redirect attack because goblins are OP.
Well, you can only do that if you have an ally within 5 feet who's willing.
Just
And the attack
use
is
a
directed
reaction
at
to
you.
swap places with an ally that becomes the target of the attack. It doesn't say
Right.
willing; it just says ally. And they
I'll
are
have to-
5 feet.
I'm on the other side of a wall, though, so you weren't
Okay,
really
yeah,
going to
you're 10.
swap places
Yeah.
with me.
In its defense, it is a blink dog. It can just blink through the wall.
Yeah, the other guys are on the other side of the wall, so they wouldn't be able to swap with you because there's that thing. All right, so the blink dog, it goes to attack Jofar. Does a 16 hit you, Jofar?
Of course it does.
All right, so it bites into you, dealing 4 piercing damage.
Remember that time way back when I played a cleric and I had no idea what I was doing, but no one died? That was fun.
And as it bites into Jofar, the Reaver, you can hear it going, ah, ah, ah.
That's also his rugby cheer.
Actually, I need to see something about this Reaver.
Beastmaster Ranger Reaver. The best Reaver.
Okay, yeah. So, so the Reaver, it doesn't take an action. It's just cheering it on. So, Solana, you're up, Sharp on deck, Cass in the hole.
And the dog's next to Sharp now?
Yes. So,
Okay. If I were to jump down into
it's
the
also
room...
right next to you.
Yes.
You and technically you guys are kind of sharing the same space. I'm not going super deep into the mechanics of that, but you guys are right next to each other.
Oh, it's fine. I'm small enough I can fit around his legs or something. My 7-year-old self. Well, if I try to move, it gets an attack of opportunity, and I'm fucked anyway, so I might as well try fisting it a couple of times. I would like to fist the blink dog. That is not fantastic. That is 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. the mighty fist of justice for 6 bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna punch it in the snout. Bad dog.
Okay. And then are you going to use your martial arts to do another bonus attack action?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. I'm out of key points. Yep. Fist 2! That's actually a little better. That's 16 to hit.
That hits.
And now I'm going to bop it on the head for a total of 4 more mighty bludgeoning damage.
All right.
My
Does that
twisted
activate your subclass abilities, or is that only when you use key points?
That's only when I use my key points. Flurry of
Okay.
blows it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you strike the dog twice, once in the snout, and you catch it right in the side of its ear, causing it to yelp in pain. It's looking a little wobbly on its feet, but it's still going.
I killed one of you already. I'll do it again.
Sharp, you're up. Cast on deck. Joe far in the hole.
Well, I assume I can maneuver through these people, but I can't actually maneuver through the dog space. So I don't think I can get up there and attack and then move back. Can I get
There's
enough?
too many people there.
Right? Can I get enough of an angle to try to psychic blast the dog?
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. Is that an attack roll?
No, it makes an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, so then you wouldn't even need to worry about cover as long as you have line of sight. So
I would
intelligence
move.
saving throw.
Yep. 13.
Rolled a natural 20.
This is a
And
smart
then rolled
fucking
another
dog.
natural 20 to confirm. So that's considered a critical failure for you, Sharp. So roll me a D100.
Why did we have to fight a dog named Bartholomew?
71.
The dice are really not working on your guys' side tonight.
That's for sure.
All right, 71. Okay, so you, for some reason, the dog in that moment, probably because its master is cheering it on so well, it's being an extra good boy. Your psychic attack kind of rebounds off of it, and causes a bit of
And hits Joe far.
of psychic shock back to your brain. So actually, you're a little bit more vulnerable to damage now. Until you get a long rest, anytime you take damage, you're going to take an additional D8 damage.
I only have 2 hit points, so.
So pretty much you're getting hit by half a smite every time you take damage now.
Well, that's my round.
Go, Cass,
right.
go!
Cass, you're up.
Because I was screwed. Oh my god, yeah. How about I cast Vicious Mockery on the dog? Oh, yeah, I can do that, yeah. So it's to do a Wisdom saving throw. And I just say it's been a bad boy.
Aww.
Jesus Christ! I just rolled a 19.
Okay, well it passes.
That was before any modifiers or anything.
I'm going to continue holding my my dirge singing, and then that's it.
Okay. Ever since I got this dice tower, I roll crazy. All right, Jofar, you're up. Blink Dog on deck. Reaver Pal in the hole.
drop the bow and do my swift strike. I think I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So that would be a 17 and not natural 20.
Both of them hit.
Okay, 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You knock the dog around with your hammers. At one point, one of your hits takes one of its feet right out from under it, causing it to stumble a bit, and it does look wobbly getting back to its feet, and it does yelp. So now the blink dog is up, and the blink dog is going to blink away from you guys, back towards its master, and you can see it kind of rubbing up against its master and wobbling, and it bites its master, and then they blink away and disappear from the room. Oh, actually, because you're doing your dirge singing, right?
Yeah,
Yes?
yeah.
So it blinks away the first time. What is your spell DC?
12.
All right. Do you want to use one of your inspiration points to reduce its roll?
It would be my last one, so then it would turn off the dirge signal.
Okay. It's up to you. You have a potential to stop it from blinking out with its master, if that's what you would want to do.
Its master still, like, would it just leave, or would it take the master with it? Like,
it's grabbing its master and it's going to take it with him.
I think they could just come back. Yeah, no, I'm going to try and cancel it. Let's give the Bardic Inspiration a go.
Okay. Roll the inspiration.
It's a 4.
Okay, so it takes a -4 to its concentration check, and then it fails. So it tries to tug at its master, and you can see it try to blink, but then it's not able to. And now its ears are going down, and it's kind of whining. Its tail is tucked between its legs, and his master is trying to reassure it that it's okay, in its own nonverbal way, since Reavers don't talk, at least not intelligibly that you've noticed. So the Reaver is taking its action to since the teleport is the blink dog's move action, it's taking its action to use dodge, and the Reaver is standing next to the dog and in a protective stance. So you guys gather that you can see from the way that he's standing, anybody that comes at him or the dog is going to get it. Solana, you're up, sharp on deck, casting the hole.
Well, if we let them escape, they can warn others and things can go horribly wrong for us. On the other hand, I think 3 of us are near death. I don't think we can let them escape, can we? No. And they are easily within 30 feet. What's the Reaver doing? He's just defending his dog. The dog's doing the dodge action, though, correct?
Correct.
And he is in front of the dog, correct?
They're kind of side by side right now.
Okay. I'm gonna run up and try to kick the Reaver. Yep. Don't have much of a
Oh.
choice in the matter.
All right. So the minute that you get next to the Reaver,
Yep.
it uses its held action to make its attack.
Yep.
Okay. So. So it misses.
Okay. That's good. I'm gonna kick it in the groin. Time for an epic groin shot with a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That hits, and my wonderful D4 for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I don't think you like that very much.
And with that, Brendan, Cass, you can tell that that has ended the suggestion, and he's now back to his senses and going to engage.
Yep.
And bonus action, kick him in the stomach.
Okay.
Because I'm a monk. That's all I do is kick people. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, thank you, dice. Oh, hey, 7 points of bludgeoning damage right there.
All right.
There. And that's it for me. That's all I can do.
All right. Sharp, you're up. Cass on deck. Joe in the hole.
So I'm going to push past Jofar and approach the Reaver. And I'm going to attempt to. I assume I didn't mention it, but I assume I switched my weapon back to the longsword. That is pretty sure I hit. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And I do 10 points of damage, slashing.
All right. So the bugbear, when it attempted to hit Solana, it brought its club down, but Solana is able to deftly step to the side and then return a kick to the groin and then a palm to the nose. And then Sharp comes up, and as the Reaver is clearing the blood from its face, catches him right in the shoulder and draws a great amount of blood from the Reaver, who screams in agony. He's still up, but he is not doing very well. Cass, you're up. Jofar on deck. Dog in the hole.
Since I'm so I think I wrote in my little thing when I sent you that I'm scared of angry bugbears, and I didn't realize Reavers were bugbears. So I'm going to shoot the dog.
Neither did I. I thought, oh my God, there's a bugbear now? We're dead.
Wait, did I say bugbear?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a bugbear. It's just it's a big human.
Phew. Okay. Okay.
I don't know why I said that. It's not a bugbear.
Bugbear incoming. That's what that means.
Next room.
So I'm going to pull my pistol out and shoot. Well, it's not a bugbear, so shoot the Reaver.
Okay.
Ooh, very nice. Unless it's, so 24.
Hits.
5 plus 3. 8. 8 damage. 8 piercing damage.
Okay, go ahead and describe how you kill the Reaver.
So I pull the pistol out from my waist and like point it and like have one squinty eye, and then when I shoot it, the gun makes like a really loud like screaming wraith noise. It's just and then hits him, and I don't know. I just shoot him in the chest and he dies.
Okay. And the Reaver then falls to the ground, blood pumping out of its chest, at first rhythmically with the beat of its heart, but that quickly dies down and the gushing becomes a slow trickle. So, Jofar.
All right, I'm just going to head over there and attack the blink dog. Yeah, 2 6s. There we go. Yeah.
All right. So the blink dog, still whining with its tail against its face, it down. It nuzzles against its master, and it grabs his piece of cloth around his waist, and then once again attempts to blink out. Now, without Cass's dirge song going on to interfere, it's able to successfully blink, and both its master and the blink dog escape.
Could I do a reaction to grab the guy's leg before they blink out?
Oh boy.
No.
Okay.
Does Sentinel work in that or no?
Hey, that's moving more than 5 feet away. That's an attack of opportunity there.
Sorry.
Is that-
So I completely forgot when the ceiling collapsed on me that I had Armor of Agathis going, so I technically had 10 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
there
So
you
the
go.
12 damage I took would have still overwhelmed it and broken the spell, but it didn't really come up.
Oh, it was 21 damage.
Right, but I had 12 hit points, so it
Oh,
still would
okay.
have sucked me, effectively sucked me down to
To
one
one.
hit point rather than, so I could be at 3 hit points now.
Okay, so then you don't have the exhaustion either.
Yeah.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that.
It's
So
good.
there you go.
We healed in that fight.
All right, so the monsters are all gone. The
Well, while
Reaver.
you're racing me and Sharp, the monsters are all gone and you got rid of both of us.
I'm just making it a pure map once more.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we kill dogs. We're the monsters.
Have you know, I'm the only one who's killed a dog here.
It's true.
So you guys are now left in this room.
I
There
would begin
is a
to-
stairway.
I would begin to search through the piles of clothes, see if there's anything of use in here, like a key to the door that we couldn't open.
We broke down the door though.
I'm aware.
All right. So go ahead and whoever is searching around the room, give me an investigation check.
One of those wasted, I got a nat 20 moments. You find the key.
Don't forget to
No,
grab
I
your
got
bow,
it.
Jofar.
Yeah, I got a nat 20, so.
All right. Wait, what
wow.
key are you hoping to find?
The one to the door we just broke?
Oh.
I don't know if they had a key to the door we just broke. That's why it hadn't been opened.
So no, you don't find any key, but you do find an interesting wand. So Sharp, you find a wand.
Well, this will be something to investigate later. I'm a little concerned that Reavers are going to find the dead body of their companion and come and kill us. But I guess I'm the only one, so let's go up the stairs. Actually, because this whole place is upside down, like the stairs were going down and now we're going up, or I don't know. I forget
Right,
which
so
direction we're moving in this tower.
no, right. So you're going upstairs that naturally go down.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
Because that means they're in the ceiling and going the opposite direction from us.
right, which you guys have been managing so far by using ropes and you guys have found ways of kind of getting up. The last set of stairs that you had to do, Solana was able to jump up and climb because it was one of those like iron wrought spiral stairways. So she was able to kind of do the monkey bar type thing up there and then tie a rope to allow you guys to climb up. And then before that, it was just finding a way of getting up and climbing. So it's still possible. It's just that it's really difficult considering you have to find a way to get up and then you have to find a way to climb.
Yeah. Well, how's this one look?
It seems like a normal, like kind of stone staircase, but because of the way it's set up, like the if you can get yourself up there, like the ceiling, like if you're thinking about it, if it were right side up,
Mhm.
the ceiling above the stairs slants in the same direction that the stairs are going. So it would just be like a tough ramp to climb up.
Okay.
But the stairs themselves and getting up there, that's about what is it, like 10, 15 feet up in the air.
Mhm. Okay. And you can jump vertically an extra half your height, so multiply that. Yeah, I can make it up there with my arms and then crawl my way up there. As long as I have someone I can stand on top of. Probably best if I don't crush Baby Yoda. Even though that would be a fitting end for his character. Would you like to whip your 8-inch warrior out and see if he has any good ideas?
We can give that a crack. I don't know what he'd be able to do, though. He could
no,
get up there, maybe.
He's
You
not
threw
strong
him.
enough to carry a rope, is he?
I doubt it. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Have him carry the rope up there, then tie it somewhere. No. Okay. Okay. Who wants to stand there while I jump on their shoulders again?
Yeah, Sharp will position himself for that.
And as I'm going up, I'm going to say, Joe, don't forget your bows back there. Where you dropped it.
Appreciate it. I'll go get it.
And I will jump up and start crawling up the ramp with my rope in my hands. Well, on my arm.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Okay, come on, dice. You've been lucky tonight. 17.
Okay.
16.
So you're able to do it. You're crawling up. How are you doing this? Like, what is it for you? What is going through Solana's mind as she is going about this in the dark?
This would be so much easier if my hands weren't covered in blood and slipping every time I tried to crawl.
Give
Basically-
me a perception check.
Oh, God, no, not one of those. That's not horrendous. That's a 16.
Okay. So, as you begin your approach towards the where the stairs lead, you can hear voices, and as you kind of, because I imagine these stairs kind of, at one point they're kind of going in this kind of angle,
Yeah.
and then it kind of changes and goes at this kind of angle. So I imagine you would have to jump up again, or try and bound off the wall, do some parkour. And as you get there, you're seeing what looks to be light, as if from a fire or a
Mhm.
torch.
Can I sneak my way up enough I can actually look and get a peek what's in there?
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. Thankfully, I'm not terrible at stealth. Hey, natural 20 plus 5. Holy shit.
Okay. So yes, you can. As you get closer to the top, you can you peek your head up, and you see the slain Reaver that you guys just killed, as well as the whining Blink Dog, and around him are 5 other Reavers.
Oh, fun. And they appear to be concerned about the death of their friend there.
Yeah, they're all their attention right now is on the dog, trying to take care of it, and then also making sure that, like, kind of examining their friend.
Are there any other blink dogs in this room that I can see?
No.
No? And
So you can kind of get a glimpse at the rest of the room, though, really quickly before you gotta sneak back, duck your head under. You see in this room that the seal of House Vidalis adorns the ceiling of the room, which would be normally the floor. There's also slash canvas of a beautiful portrait that has been tossed to the side, that's kind of leaning up against the wall, partially buried amid a heap of shattered furniture. The western half of the room has collapsed, leaving a solid wall of dirt and stone. And the other half, and then on the other side, there's a half-open door to the east, and you're hearing a very strange sibilant chanting coming from that room.
oh. Good. Good. And this whole place is made of stone up here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it looks better than the stone that nearly killed me and Sharp. Like it's not going to collapse on our heads suddenly.
No.
Okay.
Not so far as you can tell, anyways.
Yeah. Explosives might be the answer here. Yep. I'm not even going to fuck with the rope right now. I'm just going to slide on back down.
Yeah,
No way we can
you don't
take
see
this
anywhere where you would be able to tie the rope off without, at least not without alerting the other Reavers in that room.
Yeah, and if there's 5 people in there as well as another room full of people, we're going to have to think of something smart. Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna slide on back down. Yeah, so, not a good situation up there. At least 5 more Reavers chanting coming from another room and the blink dog with the corpse.
Well, it's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. It's time to leave.
We still really haven't found what we came here to find, though. So if we leave, we just have to come back. Except there might be even more guards now that we've penetrated this far.
Do we have any way of forcing them out or gassing them or anything?
Like acid, I usually don't carry gas on me.
Yeah, and God, it would be such a good idea. I don't even know what the Geneva Convention is. Okay, who's the smart one of the group again?
Probably your sibling.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, it was, you're right. Making money as a prostitute now. Well, I have 4 smoke sticks, but I don't think it will really help in this situation.
So when you came back down, and this is more a question for Mike than for Solana, but when you came back down, I assume you got to where the stairs kind of open up into this room and then more or less had to kind of jump down in.
Yeah, it's not that far jump. Lower myself down and then drop.
I know it's difficult to move the caltrops. Is it possible to move enough caltrops that if Reavers came jumping down, they would fall onto caltrops?
Hypothetically, it could happen. Question mark?
Yes. If you worked very diligently and very carefully, it would be possible. It would take a while. You could get the caltrops from here. This would be the nearest place, and it's fairly accessible.
Also good because it's not as easy to jump back across that pile of caltrops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is about as good an idea as Sharp is going to come up with. Is at least we can, almost hope that they come down, and then take a short rest in here or something.
So how would you guys be handling them, knowing that most of the edges where you would be able to get a good grasp are fairly sharp, and knowing that these things are relatively heavy?
Put a grappling hook on them and pull them.
Yeah, that'll work.
If anyone needs to handle them, I can hit them with a blade ward to try and help them with that.
Okay, well, meta information time. How many of us don't look like complete bloody messes at the moment?
I mean, I can take full on red dragon blast to the face, and all it'll do is reduce me to 0.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, same here. I mean, shit, we're good.
So, in a sense, I'm invincible for 1 round.
Because I have 2 health, and I have a feeling how are we going to get them down here? Should I climb up there, make a silly face at one of them, and then have them follow me down?
I wasn't even thinking we'll trick them into coming down here. I was just thinking if we put the caltrops there, then we could at least rest in this room with a watch, comfortable in the knowledge that if they do come for us,
It'll be a blink dog.
Right. Well, the blink dog might come for us and have no problem, but the blink dog is wounded. So unless they're feeding it healing potions, the blink dog's probably not the big threat.
Were they feeding it healing potions?
You didn't notice anything like that.
Oh man.
But it didn't use any of its action points. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might. I
Right.
think
Maybe
we've got
by
like
the time
4
we
of
get
them.
this done, it'll use like a lot of its D12 hit dice to have healed itself back to full.
That's not correct. It uses a D20 hit dice.
But still, that is one blink dog as opposed to a whole crowd of reavers, plus whoever was chanting in the other room. They're actually probably the bigger risk. Is I have no idea what they might be able to do.
Yeah.
There also could be rats too. Lots of them.
Maybe that's who are chanting.
Yeah, they're chanting
Another-
to the rats.
Another consideration is that if you put the caltrops there, it creates a difficulty for you guys to actually try to use the stairs themselves. Because then where are you going to jump from or stand off of Sharp's shoulders to be able to get somebody up there?
There's not really any place to tie off a rope anyway, so I don't think we're climbing up there now. But I think if we live through the short rest, which there's no guarantees in this game, then we probably then decide to make a lot of noise and see if we can attract the reavers. If we can't, we repeat the process to move all the caltrops aside. So we can maybe go tie the rope off somewhere.
Important question: does anyone have a pickaxe?
No, I could turn my weapon into a pick, but a war pick.
If we had a pickaxe, I could pickaxe into a small hole there and use that.
Yeah, and create all kinds of noise for them to know that you guys are still
Right.
down here.
Exactly.
And if they don't come down, then maybe the short rest turns into a long rest.
Yeah,
We'll just
see?
wait it out.
Well, it's only like noon.
Yeah, actually, I think we just got done resting. I think we've
Yeah.
got like hours and hours before we can take a long rest.
Yep. I wish we could.
We need to hire some mercenaries to finish this dungeon for us.
Right, except for Kaz. Kaz can long rest at any moment.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
What? Well, at least I'll have the healing spells back. Yeah,
All right.
I guess caltrops it is.
So yeah, you guys, it would take you about an hour to be able to move the caltrops if you do it carefully, between using the grappling hooks and the ropes, and then Cass providing his magical protections as well. You're able to largely avoid any kind of injury and bring the caltrops to right beneath the stairs. So then you guys wanted to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Can't benefit from a long rest. I
Right.
guess we could all just crash and go to sleep.
So you're on your short rest. You can spend any hit dice that you have remaining. Just remember that you only regain half your level's worth of hit dice per long rest.
You also regain 1 extra d6 because I'm going to be doing Song of Rest as well.
Which might well attract reavers, but that's fine. They'll just fall on the spikes.
Yeah, they'll fall on the spikes and die.
Well, it says Song of Rest, but I know, Cass, you said that even though you're a dirge singer, you don't necessarily use song, correct?
Yeah. I probably
The
would
interpretive dance of rest.
The queef of rest.
and do the Baby Yoda dance.
Dance, magic, dance.
So yeah, what does your Song of Rest look like, Cass?
So because we're trying to keep it quiet on the download, I would be doing a very quiet throat singing. And anyone who like focuses in would start to like, I don't know, slightly hallucinate, and they would see like a bunch of like spirit goblins walking around and I don't know, massaging you and helping you out.
Just like the good old days of the
Holy
Dakani
shit.
Empire
Yeah.
before the Dalkir came in and ruined all that shit.
Yeah, well,
I am so happy you
I
can
don't
see
remember
below
them
my
days.
waist.
All right, so
yeah, they're just mending.
so who's spending some hit dice to heal?
Oh, I'm
I'm
spending
spending-
2 of them.
I'm spending all of my hit days and not getting back to full.
I got 17 total back.
All right, Jofar, do you have any hit dice left to spend?
I don't think so.
Well, I
But I
mean,
re-
I think you would because we took the long rest and you haven't had a short rest since you'd have gained at least 1 back.
Yeah, so you should have at least one.
Yeah, but I'm close to full, so I'm not gonna use it.
Okay.
I rolled a 6, so I'm back to full health as well.
All right. So with that, since we're taking a short rest, why don't we also take a short 5-minute break?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
My God. Metal Gear.
Snake! Snake!
Snake! Suddenly snakes appear. Oh, shit. So I'm glad you could be here for our second session where we TPK. It's nice having you here.
So, yeah, it looks pretty neat in here. Everyone's gonna die and be like, why was I even here?
I don't know. Well, when we started this game, I had a brother. I was originally going to play a rogue so I could unlock everything and be useful. But
And
then I
then
had
he
a
did.
brother. And
Yeah.
then he left.
Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes, which he was in, and then one of my first ideas to Mike was that I was going to play a changeling, which was your brother, but that wasn't good because we didn't. Yeah, we didn't want that. We decided with this.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It would just be, it would just be like a mid-season casting change. The role, what was his name? The role of Varys will now be played by Brendan.
The role of Captain Kirk will now be played by John Travolta. Oh.
Brendan, during the short rest, your character gets some information.
These are not the adventurers you were looking for from your vision. You found the
Well,
wrong party.
See ya.
Deuces! I'm out!
As evidenced by the fact that they're about to be killed.
I have a new vision.
It says, see ya!
Right. The letters GTFO are hovering before me.
I don't know what it means. God, if only I spoke something other than Goblin, this would make sense to me. Damn it! Why did I have to make a character that was illiterate?
Oh, okay, there it is. I thought it was going to be email, but then I realized you could go through here. Oh, boy. Yeah, I would be a little jumpy, sketchy, and then I would look around to you guys and be like, it's only going to get harder as we go higher.
Are you talking about your 8-inch warrior?
Mm-hmm. No.
I feel like that's to be expected. The major opposition is probably going to be around the artifact we're looking for.
Something about the spirits in this tower. They seem to be getting stronger. They might materialize onto this plane.
Are they friendly?
Not at all.
Okay.
Well, I'll be the first to say nobody has to continue on. Without at least the help of Solana, I obviously am not going to make it up those stairs. But if either of you two want to leave, that's up to you. I expected Joe Farr to be like, all right, see ya. Starts walking off.
For those who don't want to roll up new characters next session, leave now.
I think you will need my expertise. So I will stay. But just know it will be very dangerous.
So, Kaz, do you see spirits?
Yes, and feel them.
So, if I were to hypothetically ask, how many people do you see in this room right now? Count any spirits you may happen to see, I suppose.
They're everywhere.
Give me an investigation check, but use wisdom instead.
Okay. 19.
All right.
There are not only spirits from this place which have stayed, but there are also spirits following all of you. And myself.
Is one of them a blink dog?
Just the spirits following you are in this room, but I feel there's a large amount of them together. They seem to be forming into something. I cannot explain it. It's like a storm of spirits. It's over there. And I point in the direction.
What's he pointing at?
Oh.
Okay.
You're on. Oh, shit.
So,
I
so
pointed at a wall.
is he pointing up to where they are?
It's not directly up. Directly up is the room where all the Reavers are.
Okay. Is he pointing to our route of escape? Well, preferably my escape. I mean, is he pointing in that direction?
If your route of escape is up, then you have the wrong route of escape.
Okay, good. So my route of escape is open. Good.
Deuces. I'm out.
Well, if they're getting stronger, then I guess it makes sense for us to press on as quickly as we can. The longer we wait, the stronger they get. And I mean, I was looking for like the perfect possible way to die, but I'm also lazy, so this place will do.
Out of curiosity, did we definitively determine that this is where the hand was?
No, we haven't.
We're just following the lead, correct?
We're reasonably sure that it was some sort of talking Reaver that took the hand. This is where the Reavers tend to congregate. So we at least might be able to find some of those talking Reavers we haven't been able to locate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you want to talk to the Reavers when we go up there? We don't have to kill them.
We probably have to kill them, but we may leave. If we find out one of them can talk, it would be good to take prisoners.
Have we accounted for the rats? Are there any rats up there?
I didn't see any rats, but they might have been the ones chanting.
Cass, can you see those dead rat spirits?
They're everywhere.
Yeah, I figured.
Are they drawing graffiti?
If you count scat as graffiti, yes.
You have them.
Oh, so at least we don't have to move the caltrops nearly as far to get them out from under the stairwell. But before we move them, we may want to consider, at the very least, we may want to consider making a lot of noise and seeing if anyone comes and falls into the trap. If no one comes, then we've just alerted them to our presence, and then we have to climb up after them.
I think they know of our presence already. I mean, we did kill their friend, and we haven't exactly been quiet here.
Yeah, I'm not really quiet wherever I go in this armor, so.
Do we have a way of making noise? A lot of it?
I have
I think
this.
if
And
we're
I
good
pull
at
my,
anything, it's making noise.
Ow.
my Rafe gun out.
I mean, could you summon your son and send your son up there and then have your son run away from them and come back down here so that maybe they'll chase him?
Kurt? Not Kurt. Mike, yeah?
Do what?
Get my son up there, like the familiar, and get him to attract some attention and get him, I don't know, maybe follow him.
You could toss him up there and he'd be able to get through the first round, but there's a second jump that there's no way he can make, that he would need to do.
Well, you always take the owl as familiar.
Yeah, your dead kid's kind of a disappointment.
Flashbacks to my father. Let's see here. I could hypothetically throw him the rest of the way on that second part and make my way down, and then we just have to wait for a bit to move the caltrops around again.
But then it doesn't have to make the jump, like 2 jumps down again.
No, he can just tumble. He can tumble. He'll be fine.
Yeah, that could work if it's just hanging on to Solana's back as she does it, and then Solana comes down and leaves that guy up
8-inch
there.
warrior. Yeah. Okay, so if we move the caltrops, I can get on top of shop and I can carry and I can take Cass's 8-inch warrior, and he can ride me up there, and then we leave him there, move the caltrops back into place, and then your warrior makes a bunch of noise, runs back down, and promotions, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, question mark, money? I'm assuming that's how it goes. I dropped something and it was not the mic. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Alright, cool, yeah, we do that, yeah. So,
We all down
be
with this
strong,
one?
son. And he just goes into your hand. Like, I create him and he goes into your hands.
Hello there, little one. Somehow I thought you'd be bigger. I put him on my shoulder.
He just looks at you.
You guys move the caltrops away from beneath the stairs at this point?
I think we'd have to, yeah.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know. I'm not the big, strong person or the leader of the group. I think that's Sharp.
I mean, we would clear out the space that we were going to use to lift you up. Doesn't make.
Yeah.
We might as well just go figure out a way to go up ourselves if we're moving all the caltrops.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so let's just move out the space and I'll get on your shoulders and fly back up there.
Well, we could move like one, I would think like one out of the way so she could get up there, but then just when she gets back down, just move it. At least have like a semicircle of them so they would have to go around them.
There's one issue that I see. because Solana up to this point has been relying on jumping on Sharp's shoulders.
Yeah.
Which means if you're only moving a few of these caltrops enough to be able to for Sharp to have a space to stand, there's a possibility that either Silhana falls or Sharp doesn't have, because he needs to account for like kind of the wobbling, and then accidentally knocks into a caltrop and then has to react to that pain and hope that he has the wherewithal to resist jerking, which would then send Solana tumbling.
Yeah, I was more thinking we would clear like, in other terms, a 5-foot square where I would be standing, not like just one caltrop out of the way, and then I stand on tippy toes between them.
I call this one the flamingo.
Right. But clear a 5-foot square or so, and then leave the rest of them. So, okay, maybe somebody gets lucky and falls in that spot, but other people might not.
Yeah, that works for me. How
I
strong is your son?
It would also, the other concern that I was going to mention is I wouldn't want to clear such a tiny spot that Solana, when she comes back down, has to like hit a tiny target or else fall into the caltrops herself.
Oh,
But
no, it's fine.
she'll know where that spot is at least and be looking for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless you guys decide to go ahead and fill it in while I'm still up there to get rid of me.
But we're not going to tell you that before we let you go up there.
Oh, I know. I'm okay with this plan. Everyone else? Yes? No?
And hopefully we'll clear out enough of them that you can take the rope up and find a place to anchor it.
Yeah. That's the other
Well,
part. That's,
while we clear out the rest of them. Although, if we have like a bunch of dead reavers, all we have to do is just like slap the body down on the caltrops and drag the reavers. Or stand on top of the reavers' bodies, I guess. That actually might be even better.
Question, can we use a reaver as an improvised weapon? With caltrops in it.
A reaver with caltrops jammed into it.
Does that count as a monk weapon? It sounds like it should.
I just imagine, Solana grabbing a dead reaver by the hands, and then swinging it around her in a circle.
This is called reverse cowgirl.
Yeah. Can we dual wield it?
Dual wield reaver. Caltrop reavers? Yes.
Now I'm picturing the windmill where you're just like spinning with two people on each arm.
But wait, there's more, because I'm General Grievous. I have 4 arms, bitch. Yes. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a monk weapon to me.
All right, so Solana, you're gonna go up there, and then what?
Then I'm going to do the jump, and then I'm going to leave the little 8-inch warrior up there, and we're going to head back down. Replace the caltrops, and the 8-inch warrior, when it's time, will get the signal, and he will go ahead and make a bunch of noise and bring everyone down with him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry, to backtrack. During the short rest, I would have spent some time trying to figure out what the wand is.
Are you familiar with the Wand of Orcus?
Sure. It is a wand of animal friendship. Greater animal friendship, actually.
It explains so much.
So. Kurt.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure. Okay. So Silhana goes up, leaves Cass's son thing there, gets back down. You guys move the caltrops. Now what? What does that look like?
What?
What, Cass's son?
Mm-hmm. Well, no. I mean, what is Cass's son doing? Because actually, as I think about it, Solana, you would actually have to pick up Cass's son and kind of hold him on the ledge because
he can't climb up the side.
Right, because it's just like stone.
Okay, I thought they would. Okay.
So Cass's son is hanging on the ledge of the opening. So huh?
Can he get himself up? Or?
He would be from there.
Okay. Well, yeah. You ready? Well, yeah. So I guess he'd pull himself, like he'd get himself up onto the edge where everyone is, and look into the room and see. What would you see? The Reavers and the dog, I'm guessing still.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he would put himself into a rage and just sprint into the room and start hitting everybody. And then punch the dog.
Okay. So now we've basically engaged in initiative with your no more than 4 hit point familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and say it. His 8-inch warrior.
Say it. Let's talk about his warrior here.
Right.
All 8 inches of it.
So now, even if it tries to run down,
attacks of opportunity out the ass.
No,
yeah.
it's a goblin, isn't it? Kind of do like what is it?
No, it's your familiar.
Yeah, it's a goblin familiar.
It's got like the stats
owls
of any
get
normal
cool
familiar. It's not a goblin.
On an
But the
hour
owls get cool
flyby.
shit.
I would say in light of the fact that his familiar would take all these attacks of opportunity, Brendan should probably be afforded the opportunity to change his tactics and not go in and engage in melee. Actually, I don't even think familiars can attack. Unless it's
I
a
was just
special
gonna go
familiar.
and just knock on shit.
But even if it went up and was aggressive, moving out of their space would still generate the attack of opportunity.
Even if it went up and wasn't aggressive, moving out of their space would generate an attack of opportunity.
Right.
So maybe they're peaceful to goblin to 8-inch warriors.
So Brendan, is that what you want to happen?
I don't know what else I can do. Really, it's just a fucking familiar.
Okay. Well,
Can it sing? Can it make noise?
Yeah, can it make
Right.
noise?
Is there anything
guess
it
so.
can kick over?
Yeah, is there anything I can throw?
I mean, there's plenty of junk all around.
That's
throw a
right.
temper
This 8-inch
tantrum.
warrior's got some junk.
Good.
Why do I keep feeding into this?
You throw me softballs, man, I'm gonna hit them. Okay, I'm gonna crush that shit.
Yeah, so if there's stuff up there, I just start like throwing it around and just making a big noise, I guess.
Okay. So you get their attention, and then they're gonna attack. And so
Okay.
now it's an initiative thing. So you need to hope that your initiative beats their initiative.
Does my familiar get any addition to its initiative? Can it use mine?
It acts on your initiative.
Oh, good.
Good, whatever you roll.
19.
Okay. So your familiar gets their attention, throwing shit, hopping up and down, rah rah rah, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
they all see it, and they start chasing you, and then your familiar runs down. Is that what happens?
yeah, I just jumped down or whatever.
Okay. So, you guys kind of hear the pounding on the stone as these guys start coming down, and they do follow the familiar and jump for the most part. So, two of them fail. They hit the caltrops, and they fall prone. But because of those two others just land on their companions and are safe. But the two others underfoot are not doing so hot. But then one of you hear like a pop, and suddenly there's a reaver and a blink dog standing on the other side of the room, and then the blink dog pops away. So now let's do initiative.
Oh, I've got to start rolling better. Nine.
Very good.
All
All right.
Nines.
All right. So Kurt and Solana, and I take it that Solana, you probably have better dexterity than Solana or than Sharp or Jofar.
I have +3. So maybe.
I have +2.
Okay. So Solana, and Sharp, Jofar, Reavers, Cass. All right, so Solana, you're up, Sharp on deck, Jofar in the hole. Solana, you have two Reavers standing not too far away from you. There's a third on the opposite side of you, and two others who are currently face or back down in caltrops, screaming in pain.
I'm going after the one who has us flanked behind us.
Okay.
Eliminate the rear threat first. And
Okay.
I can reach him pretty easily, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. I started off with a traditional, try and kick him in the stomach real fast. A running jump kick. And that is a 20, not natural to hit.
All right, that hits.
Oh, goody, goody. And, oh, hey, that's not awful. 5 points of bludgeoning damage to start with.
Okay.
And, oh my god, I have key points again. Spend a key point and do flurry of blows against the bastard.
All right.
After I kick him, I'm going to swing my leg around and then bring it right down onto his head to try and knock him prone if I hit him. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Good, good, good. And 4 bludgeoning damage. And then they have to beat a DC 12 dex throw or be pushed or be knocked prone.
Natural 20.
Oh, he passed. And for the next attack with my flurry of blows, gonna. How far is the walls from him and everything? Or the walls from us? Would they be within 10 feet of me and him?
I mean, the room is pretty tight considering that there's 5 people, 5 Reavers, and the 4 of you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to try to knock him prone again with this one if it hits. That is a 16.
That hits.
That hits. Okay. And that's better. That is 6 more bludgeoning damage. And a 12 dex save for him not to be knocked prone.
He rolled a natural 16.
Yep, he's fine. And that'll do it for me.
All right. Sharp, you're up. Jofar on deck, the Reaver in the hole.
So I will. Well, I'm going to go after the one that just got attacked with my longsword. It's a 23.
Hits.
12 points of slashing damage.
All right. This guy is wobbling on his feet, but he's still up. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Jofar.
I'm going to run over there and attack that guy too. Everybody's doing it. So that would be an 18 and a 16.
Both hit.
9 bludgeoning damage.
Go ahead and say how you kill him.
So he probably is badly injured, and I run over there, and it looks like he may be on his way out because Sharp has killed him, and I just kind of like catch him in the back of the head as he's collapsing to the ground.
Okay. So now it's their turn, and since Solana, Sharp, and Jofar, you turned your back to the 4 others and left Cass all by himself, the 2 who are able-bodied immediately just go right up to Cass and start attacking him. And because of the way that they are attacking him, they seem to be able to feed off of each other to some degree. And then the 2 others heal themselves from the caltrops and also surround Cass.
Is no one 5 feet away from me?
Huh?
Is no one 5 feet away from me?
No, because you're surrounded by these guys right now, and the others are they kind of, so everybody was kind of mixed up. Now everybody on your team is on this side of the room. Everybody on the other team is on your side of the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My plan was just to pin the person down and fight him alone for a while everyone else dealt with the others, but I guess that didn't work.
Your sacrifice will be duly noted.
Yeah, this is not going to go well for you, Cass. So the first one, their first attack is 20, not natural.
It misses.
And the second one rolls a natural 20.
Yeah, I'm just going to let you know, Mike. I'm letting you know that I'm reporting your dice tower. Okay, I'm reporting it to the competition committee, letting them know. Play this video for them.
How many
some kind of bullshit going on?
A lot. All right. So, and then it confirmed because it rolled a natural 19 for that second attack. So the first normal attack is 7 bludgeoning damage. The second crit, roll the percentile.
That's a 100%.
51. So you take a level of exhaustion, Cass,
Oh,
and take 16 bludgeoning damage from that second attack.
So who has
16.
dibs on his 8-inch warrior when he dies?
you said 16.
I
right?
do
Yes.
for medicinal purposes only.
So now the second one is attacking you.
Oh yeah.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Nah, no way, dude. No, it hits.
What type of bitch
Alright.
has a 17 AC? I mean, really, lose.
So that one deals 3 bludgeoning,
Okay, yeah.
and his second attack, 21.
Nah, that's another miss. Man, just try and hit me.
And then that's 7 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I'm dead. Like, literally dead. I'm dead. Like, you took me to vitality with the last 2 attacks, and then you took me down 3 just then, and then whatever you just said then, dead. Dead, double dead.
He's fine.
Double uber dead. I do
Don't
have...
worry, we'll be there pretty soon. I'm taking like an extra D8 every time I get hit.
So I have advantage on death saving throws. Does that help in any way whatsoever? Or death saving throws are irrelevant in your game? That's right, they're irrelevant, I forgot.
Okay, so actually, no, wait, that's a good point. So instead of having advantage on death saving throws, I imagine that you would have resistance on damage taken while you're in vitality points.
Okay.
So if you have resistance, do you still...
So
you
you said
still-
3 on the first one, and what was the second? What was the second attack?
So
7.
3 would have become 1 with
Yeah.
resistance.
And I think the second one was a 7, which would have become 3.
Okay, yeah, I'd still be alive then.
Yeah, but there's
I
2
do-
more to
I
go.
do.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
there's still 2 more attacking me, and I've got 4 vitality points. So
I
plus,
think
you know,
that
that blink dog's probably just going to blink in and take a nibble.
yeah,
yeah,
so chomp.
I bit off the tip of the 8-inch warrior.
That's all right. Keep it coming.
So if you want, I'll let you use an action point. Well, one, you can use an action point if you have. Do you have any hit dice left?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you can use an action point to spend your hit dice to heal yourself immediately.
Okay, I'll do that.
it could be a trap. Slow down.
Well, what else am I going to use it on?
I don't know.
That's not.
I mean, your character told us this is not the boss fight here.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think the only trap in this game is Solana.
Alright, so yeah, okay, I healed 14. So
Okay. Does that bring you out of vitality points at all?
yeah, it would. Yeah, it would give me 10 normal hit points on top of my 8 vitality. Or does
Okay.
it work the opposite, like where if you overheal, you don't get the extra hit points?
You actually take a penalty. You take another level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
And
you're
you're-
at 2 levels of
you're-
exhaustion now.
Oh, nice. Exhaust.
And
times
you're
2.
resistant when you're in vitality, so it's only half healing until you get back to 0.
All right. So then the next guy, his 2 attacks.
Oh, he's gonna miss, isn't he?
No, it's
So-
gonna hit.
That's a 22.
Yeah. See, this
Ooh,
dice
that's a
tower
just
doesn't roll
miss.
anything higher, anything lower than 15.
Well, they all have advantage because they have pack tactics as well.
Yeah.
Almost. That's almost hit.
But he rolled the minimum damage, so that's only 3 bludgeoning damage for that first attack.
Wait a second.
The second attack. Wow, this one actually misses.
Really? What's the number?
20.
You said 20 misses, so.
Yeah, makes sense.
He rolled a 9.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
No, that still hits.
Were you
And
using
then-
a 20-sided die? Was it a 10?
Huh?
Yeah.
Were you using a 20-sided die or 10? 10
Oh no,
sided?
I
Might
got
wanna
I got my 20-siders.
Oh,
out.
okay.
I'm
Might
rolling
wanna
a
do a
20-sider
reroll.
into 6. All right, and so then the final one does his 2 attacks. So his first attack does a 17 hit you?
Oh yeah. I mean, no.
Nice. So that's 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
He's fine.
And now the last one. So yeah, there's a 23, and he did 8 bludgeoning damage.
oh yes. Sweet.
Out of curiosity, Mike, where did you get this dice tower from?
So
Made
Built
it.
it himself.
someone made it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's it. Yeah.
Here, do you want to see it real quick? I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, show me your tower. Pornhub Premium subscription.
Oh, what?
So I
Okay, that does look pretty dope.
I burned
Oh.
that design into it. Here, I'll get the
Oh, that's nice.
flash on there.
What's it say?
Hawk Diesel.
Dice?
It's upside
Oh,
down.
Hawk Diesel. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then the dragon's on there, and then there's the silver, and then I can't reach because this thing's got, but I got a latch on there,
It's
and
earthly.
then this is
Oh, wow.
like that's where the dice are going.
Yep.
That's the big
It's where
spot.
the magic happens.
Yeah.
There's a couple more natural 20s.
Yep. Alright, so since I got knocked back down to vitality, am I on exhaust times 3 now?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. 3 levels of exhaustion. Does that mean I die?
No,
If I
that's
move?
6.
6.
Six is death.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think
But-
third level is you have basically disadvantage on every single D20 roll.
I think 4th is you get half your maximum hit points.
Yes.
It's really bad.
5th, you go down to 0 movement, and then 6 you die. So right now you have disadvantage on all D20s and half your movement speed.
Hell yeah, dude. Alright.
All right. So Cass, you're up.
Cast fireball on yourself. Sacrifice.
I just I look around at everybody and I see like they're all like swarming over the top of me. So I'm gonna use my nimble escape to run between one of their legs and just piss bolt out a door somewhere.
Oh yeah, because you could do the disengage as a bonus action.
Disengage and hide as a bonus action. So I'm gonna disengage and then jump into the boulders in the other room as to hide.
All right. So, but you disengage, then you move. Your movement speed is only 15 feet, so you'd need to take the dash action to actually get out the room,
Well then, yeah, let's do it. Just get me out of here.
and yeah, you've used your action point to heal yourself.
Yeah. So I'm
So
just gonna find a nice little crack inside the boulders and just.
So here's a summary of what's happened so far in the fight. There was one guy that blinked in, and 4 others that appeared on one side of the room. The group just rushes to swarm this guy and bash him until he dies. And so the others are like, well, if you guys can play that game, so can we. Then they swarm Cass and bash him.
Yep.
You're
But
damn
the
right.
difference
son.
is the difference is we executed our plan and that guy's dead. Cash just ran off. He's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything, but we executed our plan flawlessly.
Right.
They fucked theirs up.
This plan to lure them down here is only crazy if we all die.
This plan's going great so far.
All right. Solana, you're up, sharp on deck. Joe far in the hole.
Okay, now time for some fun. And there's 4 of them. Who are the 2 that fell on the caltropes and got their butts kicked?
One of them is the one is closest to you.
Oh, he's going to get a kick in the face. Run up to him, kick him in the face, because that's what I do. That's all I can fucking do, because I'm a fucking monk. That's all I fucking... Okay. That's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
Good, good. I'm not completely worthless in life. Oh my. That is 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He's still up?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Flurry of blows times. First fist is going right into his face, and that is a 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and that is 5. I forgot math for a second, and I'm an idiot. 5 more
Right.
epic bludgeoning damage.
And then he rolled a natural 20 at his saving throw.
He's fine. Nothing happened to him this time. Okay.
I'm not even using the same dice. I'm using whichever one I pull from the pile.
It's the tower, man.
It's the tower, I'm telling you.
It's the tower, man. Yeah, the Tower of Babylon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm then going to go ahead and he's still alive. I'm kicking him again in the stomach.
All right.
Fuck this guy. He should be close to dying here. Oh, lovely. That's 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, thank God. Oh, hell yeah. Max damage. A massive 7 damage. Blah.
That is literally just enough. So tell me how you kill him.
Oh, he gets kicked right in the stomach. And does he pass his dex saving throw, his strength saving throw, not to be kicked back 15 feet into a wall?
I would say being dead automatically fails on his saving throws.
Yeah, he just goes flying back 15 feet.
Okay. So actually, there's one of his buddies is right behind him.
Oh, hey,
So
convenient.
that guy is going to make the saving throw instead. But he rolled a 14.
It's a 12.
So he dodges out of the way to avoid his buddy flying past him.
And who's the other guy who looked beat up?
So there's kind of like now 3 of them, two in the front and 1 in the back.
Yep.
And there's a 5-foot gap between you guys. It's the one most towards your right.
Okay, I'm going to take a step to the right, and I'm going to use my action point, which I've not used this game so far, and flurry again.
All right.
I assume that's allowed.
Well, you can
not
take
sure.
an extra action, not an extra action and bonus action.
Okay, so I can take an extra action only. Okay,
I
then.
would allow you to take an extra bonus action if you wanted to do the flurry, though.
Yeah, I'd like to do the flurry just to try and get him down a bit further.
Okay.
Okay, let's give this a try here. I'm going to, let's try and knock him prone. Gonna kick him in the shin, painfully, with a 16 to hit.
Hits.
That hit. Okay, good. Oh boy, that's 5 bludgeoning damage
All right.
and a 12 dex save.
$14.
Life of a monk. And the next one is a natural 20. Holy shit, I knew it would happen one day.
All right, roll it again to confirm.
Again, to confirm, that's a second natural 20.
Okay, roll it again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a 19.
Okay, so that's just instant death.
Oh, convenient. Okay.
And because I think your double max damage would have killed him anyways, you can take 1 attack against another one of these guys.
Okay, I'll go for the guy in the back. just because it sounds interesting. And
Okay.
that is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that's a 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Sharp, you're up.
Okay, so there's 3 of them left.
2.
2. Are any of them injured? Was one of them the one that fell on a caltrop? I know one of those
no.
guys is dead.
Solana killed both of those guys and injured another one.
Okay. So I will, as a bonus action, I just look off where there is no one I'm looking at, and I say, help me with this one, doll. And then that's Baleful Curse on the guy Silhana just injured. And I'm going to go attack him. That is an 18.
That hits.
Plus an additional 2 because of the Baleful Curse. So that's 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use my action point to take another action and attack him again.
All right.
That's a 21.
Hits.
And another 10 slashing damage.
All right. He is wobbling. He's got blood gushing from the 2 wounds that you've stabbed into him, and his jaw is bruised from Solana, but he's still managing to stay up somehow. Jofar.
All right. I'm going to go attack the one that's on the verge of death. A natural
right.
1 and a 15.
The 15 hits. Roll to confirm the fail for the natural 1.
Okay. So that would be 5 damage. And 11.
Okay, so you managed to avoid a critical fail. And you also get to describe how you kill the guy.
Okay, again, this one looks like he's about to die after Sharp's attacks, and as he's like crumpling to the ground, I just like gouge him in the head and then go to hit him again and swing, and that's when Sharp kind of ducks out of the way as I almost hit him.
Nice. All right, so now you got the Reaver.
Sharp sort of grimaces and doesn't seem to like that. Since Sharp would have gotten 6 hit points if Sharp had killed him. But
Instead, this asshole has to go around killing my
right,
enemies.
the second stolen kill.
Yeah, kill stealing bastard. You're messing up my R9K. What the fuck, dude?
So now the Reaver, seeing 4 of his other friends get killed, tries to take off. So Jofar and Sharp, you guys are in position to take attacks of opportunity.
So I just one attack then, right?
Yeah.
23.
Hit.
Yes.
Okay.
And
9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So it runs out the room. He sees Cass, but since he sees Cass, he runs by and he does one swipe at Cass before taking off because you are such an easy prey.
What? I'm hiding.
Good.
You didn't get a chance to hide.
Means he's
You
not
didn't have
taking the
enough
dash
actions.
action.
What? It says dash and hide. You do
No,
both.
it's you have the option to dash or hide. Not you can't do both on the same.
Disengage and hide is okay. Yeah, okay. I think I follow you. Yeah.
All right, so he rolled a 23,
That's a miss.
What? That
and
just
so
means-
another 5 bludgeoning damage, and he doesn't take his second attack. He just runs by. So you technically could get an attack of opportunity if you want, but you still have disadvantage on it.
Other 5 is 3, I'm guessing. We're rolling it up, yeah.
Huh?
Because I'm in my my fucking vitality again, and I have that resistance.
Yeah, so it's 2.
It's 2?
Yeah, round down.
Okay. Cool then. Alright. Now, if they're gonna... unless it goes down before it attacks me, I won't attack it. What's the point of shooting a dead body?
What do you mean if it goes down?
Like, didn't they hit it before it attacked me?
No,
it's running away. It's running away from us.
Yeah, that's why it happened to be you were right in its path.
Oh.
And you were such an easy target last time, so it couldn't help but take a swipe at you as it tries to run and flee for its life.
Okay,
Good, it means it didn't dash. We have a better chance of getting it.
So,
I'm not saying anything, but I have 40-foot move speed.
yeah,
It has 30.
I'll attack it with, like, is it double disadvantage? Like,
It's just regular disadvantage.
just regular disadvantage.
At exhaustion 3, dispirited really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And plus 4, plus 5. Oh, that's 16. Cool.
All right, so you managed to hit it.
So yeah, I just pull my dagger out and gonna stab it in the leg or something. 4. So that's 6 piercing.
All right. So it regrets interacting with you, but it's still alive. So all right. So do you guys want to give chase?
Oh,
Yes,
I'm not done with this guy yet. It's Cass's turn, I believe.
But damn it, we moved all the caltrops so it can just run right out.
Oh, it ain't getting anywhere. Trust me on that.
So is it my turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I think I might save my spell slots. I'm just gonna stab it again. I had a good shot before. See if I do it.
Okay. So are you're stabbing it?
Oh, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah,
You
well-
rolled a natural 1, didn't you?
yeah, I did.
All right. Roll it again.
As you
Do I
stab
have
yourself in the
disadvantage on
leg.
this as well?
Yes, you do.
Yep.
What does 2 1s give me?
You have a stroke.
So roll it one more time.
At disadvantage?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Your life's at disadvantage now.
10.
All right. So it's a super critical fail. So you're gonna roll the D100 twice, and both effects are gonna take place. Because its armor class was 11.
All right. 35 for one, and 65 for the other.
Okay. So
Decapitation and evisceration.
That sounds good.
What?
the first one.
To them? Okay.
The first one, so as you attack, you stumble and move 10 feet, get knocked prone, disarmed. This movement provokes attacks of opportunity, and on top of it, you're stunned until the end of your next turn.
That's not bad.
Okay.
It is a canny plan to provide a target so tempting that it stops
Yep.
running away.
Good. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Oh my God, Cass is brilliant. How did he know?
So
Text
I
genius.
just have to check if stun what's going to happen with stunned other than
Nothing good.
Okay, you're considered incapacitated.
It's a critical, right?
So that's
No.
what. Oh no. Okay, so
you get
thankfully it's
advantage.
not a critical. Thankfully it's not a critical hit, but it does get advantage on its attack of opportunity, which it's totally taking
Knowing
since
your
you
bloody
decided
dice
to.
rolls. Alright, there we go.
Ooh, it might not. 12.
It misses.
You
What?
hit Joe Far. Joe Far.
As the blade goes flying wildly, bouncing off the wall and hitting Jofar in the face.
But you swing at it and you knock yourself off of its club, causing you to careen off into the wall, and you stumble and you then like you twist your ankle, causing you to fall again. You knock your head into the opposite wall, causing your weapon to fly from your hand, and you're seeing stars as you're stunned.
He's a pinball wizard.
Yeah, okay.
And all this bouncing off the walls causes more ceiling to collapse.
Yeah.
What about, where's
Just
this?
a turn.
Yeah, another
Now, this is
flagstone.
It's the prime time for whiplash damage.
Sounds like a lawsuit to me.
All right, Solana, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna go not so fast. Run up to the guy. I think I can reach him easy enough.
You can just reach him.
Okay, good. I'm gonna grapple him then. Try and tackle him to the ground.
That's right, because we're going to talk to one of these guys.
I just didn't
Makes
want to
sense.
make sure he didn't get away. Okay, if we want to talk to him, we can do that too. Fine.
Okay, so then you need to make athletics check
Yep.
against his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, let's see here. That is a 20, not natural.
Okay, so you managed to grapple him.
Okay. And I still have a free hand, so a good little punch in the face just to make sure he remembers this. Because I'm a bit of a vindictive little girl. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Meh. 5 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And he's grappled.
All right.
Come on in, guys!
So Sharp and Jofar, if you move with just your movement, you would still be 10 feet short of reaching Solana.
Does she have him grappled?
Yep.
Yeah.
He is grappled. And there's just because of where they are, even if you did get up there, there wouldn't really be much room for you to do anything because here, let me share my screen again. So Solana and the guy are like right here, and I feel like Jofar and Sharp, you guys are like right here.
Can you point to the place on the face where they are?
Here, let me. Jofar, Sharp, Solana, dude.
Not seeing your screen.
Yeah, me neither.
Wait a minute. What are you seeing?
Your face.
The
Faces.
regular.
Oh, I didn't put the share. All right. Sharp and Solana, or Sharp and Jofar, Solana, and the guy.
So, I mean, I would get up to 10 feet and would actually just say, If you're one of the rare ones who can talk, now's the time, unless you just want to die here.
Okay.
Mad elf noises.
And then Jofar, what are you doing?
I'm going to drop my weapon and pull out my bow and just take aim on the stairs, make sure nothing else comes popping down.
Okay, that's a good call. Who knows? These guys might not be it.
We know that.
So the Reaver is not even going to try and break the grapple. He's just going to attack.
Mhm.
So first attack is a miss. Second attack is also a miss.
Yep, not enough cowbell.
You have to remember, my elf has been doing a lot of stuff. She is covered in sweat right now. She's more slippery than a politician on roller skates at the moment. He ain't gonna get a good hit on her.
Right. So Cass, it would be your turn, except you're stunned until the end of this one.
Yep, all good. Act dead.
All right, Solana.
The Petrie
Well-
special.
Yep.
Shove myself so I've got his arms in the good position so they can't move, and then just start wailing on his face. Smashing it a couple of times with fist.
Okay.
That is a 17 and a 5, 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Oh boy, that's 6 points bludgeoning damage.
Uh-huh.
And he's still up. Looking
Yep.
good.
Not
Okay.
looking good, but he's still up.
Another one to his face for a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, good. Another 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, go ahead and describe how you kill him.
Oh, he's not dying. He's just going to go unconscious.
Okay, so you want to knock him out.
Yep.
Okay, so how do you knock him out?
Go. First fist goes ahead and hits him in the right in the cheek, maybe breaking a jawbone or something. Next one, right in the crook of the nose. So
He goes
is-
down like a ton of bricks.
That's how I like him. Okay.
Don't fear the reefer.
It's too late. There's too much reefer up here already.
All right. So, as far as you guys can tell, now it's gotten quiet. There's no sign of any other creatures or reavers that may be coming.
There is one misguided blink dog left, right?
Yep.
Thankfully, we have someone with a wand who might be able to use it. If no one else is going to look, I'm going to get off the guy who's now unconscious and go check on Cass.
So Solana, you find Cass on the ground, severely dazed, and his weapon blown far from where he is.
Okay. Well, Cass, are you okay? Cass?
What happened?
I'm not sure. I think you got hurt somehow, though.
It was him. I pointed at the body.
Oh, he's
I'm-
unconscious now.
I just take some deep breaths and sort of just go around and try and find my dagger and pick it up, and then I don't know, just old man walk everywhere. That's my plan now. I look for like a stick or something. Maybe I can start using as a cane. Should be like a good boy stick or something around here. So
You're really not looking good, Cass. You want to sit down somewhere?
I'll be right. They just hobble.
Yes, give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage because you're 3 levels of exhaustion.
Constitution. 4.
Okay. You definitely projectile vomit.
Oh, God.
Hopefully it's on the Reaver. I don't want to projectile vomit on him.
I picture Solanas like, "Are you okay?" And then you're just like, and like right projectile vomit right into her face.
Not again! This always happens.
Yeah, Cass, you're definitely like concussed right now.
Sharp, if you want to, he should still be alive, I should say, if you want to question him.
I suppose we should. It's going to take him some time to regain consciousness, and he kind of made the bad call when I gave him the chance before, so I'm not all that hopeful. I'm not one to normally just suggest we kill someone and move on normally, but I'm a little afraid that we should move on, and I wouldn't want to leave him behind.
So you're suggesting we kill him?
That does seem like the prudent course of action. We could just tie him up and see what comes.
Then he might start yelling. And we don't know how long we'll have to be down here waiting as well.
That's true. We could die and nobody comes through that door, so he might starve down here, but it's a better chance than our killing him while he's unconscious.
Well,
so as I say that, I'm going to start taking off my rope and tying him up.
And I think that's a good place for us to stop for the night. So you
Makes
guys,
sense.
are.
I mean, actually, I would. I'm not going to like cut my rope just yet because I am half expecting for Cass to say like, "No, I've got to go rest."
yeah.
I've got to. You guys have got to take me to the hospital. Not rest. I need doctors.
I got some serious boo-boos here. I need this looked at.
3 levels of
and Noah's proficient in medicine.
Right.
Nope, that was my brother.
Right. Another skill that we're missing.
Oh no, I am, but you know, a
There you
doctor
go.
doing surgery on himself. Yeah, that's
It has happened.
It actually has.
There was a
Okay.
dude that was stationed in Antarctica, and he had to remove his own appendix.
Ah, yeah, I remember reading about that.
And he
Oh, boy.
couldn't use anesthesia because he needed to be conscious enough to know what he was doing.
Yep.
That's it. Just heal your concussion that way.
yeah.
Self brain surgery.
Physician, heal thyself.
Get the brain leak out. Dunk, dunk.
Okay, so Cass, you're gonna have to tell me how to do this while I'm operating on you here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so just so we can think about what we're doing, my character's still he's sympathetic to the fact that Cass is so severely injured and concussed, and probably could just die of natural causes at any moment.
It's true. Yeah.
But he would still sort of lean towards seeing what's upstairs or
To be
downstairs.
perfectly honest,
depending on-
To be perfectly honest, getting stabbed in this world really is natural causes.
So something to think about.
Yeah, I'm out of hit dice as well, so I'm
No,
not dealing.
I'm also out of hit dice.
Yeah,
We all spent a lot of hit dice.
yeah, we did.
So about them long rests that we don't get in this game.
But we will get one in like 16 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. We'll be eligible to take another long rest at 16 hours.
Yeah, right.
We could do that if that's what you guys wanted to do, is use this time to just kind of guard that entrance and then figure that you take a long rest for next time.
I feel like if that is what the group wants to do, I wouldn't say no, but that's what we're going to do. We should probably just retreat because I'm not that comfortable with being in here for 16 hours or whatever
retreat
amount of time it is.
back to where we rested before might be the bright idea if we're going to do a long rest.
Well, I also ate my food, my 1 day's worth of food. So,
Well, we have good berries we can get from Joe if we need them.
Yeah, and you did eat a good berry.
Yeah, so we're good. Pun completely not intended.
I don't think Cass ate a good berry, though.
Well, I still have 1 day of rations on me. I can give that to him if he needs it.
I've got 3 left.
Yeah, that's plenty. We're good. And you still have a spell slot, right, Joe? Or do you not have any left?
Yeah, I should have some left.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you have one left.
You guys just took a short rest. His spells recharge on a short rest.
They do?
They do?
Yes.
I'm done. Well,
No,
do.
Jofar's does.
oh, good.
And mine do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does your Hunter's Mark ability.
Ah.
So keep that in mind as well. You know what your Hunter's Mark ability does, right?
Yeah, it does extra damage, and you mark somebody. You can follow them, and then you can move it, right? It lasts. How long does it last?
I want to say
1 hour
an
at
hour.
level 1? Yeah.
Well, my version of Hunter's Mark is a Ranger class ability, not a spell. So it's done a little differently.
Oh, okay.
Can you still move it when somebody dies?
I believe so. Let me double check that.
Damn it, we should have done Hunter's Mark on the Blink Dog.
I don't know, this just reminds me of that giant cave we were in Hawk's old campaign, but we were like level 11 when we did it, so it was livable, but now we're all level 3s in the same scenario, getting wrecked everywhere we go.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it weren't for the enchanted wood used to build that dice tower, we probably would have had a better time.
Yeah.
How many natural 20s were there coming out?
I rolled like 5 or 6 tonight.
And like falling boulders seems to be another running trope with you, because what happened to Petrie is that he had boulders in his leg, and then he couldn't walk for the rest of the dungeon. So
Well, you fell down a trap and got
okay.
pierced by a stalagmite.
Yeah, magical damage stalagmite.
Yeah, because it was formed magically, so of course it's going to do magic damage.
Yeah, the whiplash stalagmite started. Alright.
So yeah, so Jofar, you can, when a creature is killed by your Hunter's Mark, you can move it as another bonus action, and it lasts a minute.
I just don't want to waste it.
We should talk a little bit about the holidays coming up, because our next game would be the 31st.
Yeah, that's not the best night.
Right. And I know, Kurt, you mentioned that we might play in your game on the 1st, right?
Right. Because my game would normally be scheduled for the 24th next week, which is also not a good night for me.
Right.
And neither is Christmas. So I'm going to run my game in a little bit like later in the afternoon. What's your availability again, Brendan? Blanking.
Full technically, but I don't wake up before noon most days, so I'm good up until what my dates are. I think it's like the 12th of January is when I'm leaving, when I'm moving, and I won't be back until the end of that month. So I won't be back till February.
Yeah, but we were going to start a little earlier that day.
Yeah.
See if
Which
you can
day?
finish up
Yeah.
morning on the 1st.
On the 1st, gotcha. Yeah, okay, yeah. I remember us talking about that. Yeah, we can do that. I just have to wake up at like 9 or some shit. It's easy. It's fine.
All right, so Kurt, if you do that, then I think I would want to move mine to the 7th, and then we resume our natural schedule from there. Is everybody good for the 7th?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think so.
Okay. Everyone have fun tonight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Outside of all those natural 20s.
Oh boy, yeah, you're rolling well. Fucking hell.
It is more nerve-wracking to play low-level characters.
Yeah,
It's an interesting challenge because it's like I find myself missing all the things other characters can do. Like I don't have any area of effect spells, which would have completely changed a lot of these fights. But also like no one can, we can only send one person upstairs at a time because only one person can jump.
Yeah. I do want to say also, I know that I said that this game was going to be a little less combat focused, but the first part would have a little bit more of that.
getting blasted. Yeah.
So following tonight, it should lighten up, and there are now not everything that you encounter is going to just be a mindless person that can't talk.
So it's going to be PvP.
Lots of it.
Joe Far finally snaps like a postal worker.
Yep.
He tries to just take us out.
I know it's you that been doing the graffiti.
Yeah.
I'm just smiling as I walk slowly into the shadows with my painting kit, painting a dick on the walls.
I've been saving my hunter's mark for.
I did learn something interesting, though, I'll say, which is playing a low-level monk, you go ahead and you hit an enemy 3 times and you deal less damage than someone who hits them only once. With a sword, it's great.
I feel like you do pretty good damage for this level.
Yeah, if I hit everything and I don't miss.
I mean, I think the same is true of my character. I get 1 attack, and I can do essentially a D8 plus 4 normally. But if I miss, that's 0. So.
Oh, and that reminds me, I don't know why it reminds me, but that's another potential consideration if for considering the long rest, because Sharp, you're cursed for that extra D8 damage until you finish the long rest.
Yeah. I think that we'll be able to use cast as a good reason to take a long rest. And
See,
I think we all want one.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily assuming my character. He might have to have a certain sense of unease, but I don't think that would translate to I'm going to be taking extra damage every time I get hit, because
Right.
I don't know what that would feel like. So he's just assuming that, like, something about this place is putting him off his game a little bit.
Hey,
You feel very tender.
Pushy boy.
All right. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have the ones of you who are playing, a good game on Thursday.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then for all you other ones, happy holidays.
Yep. Happy holidays to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, talk to you later.
All right.
Later,
Take care.
everyone.
Bye.
Where's the...
That's the turn of one.
Oh.